This guy complained and he said he wanted it raw, that he does not want protection anymore. I can be using pills after making love with him. I started taking pills. This place was an herbalist place. Then this man asked me that, do I really want to do this? Like, yes. I was so covered with revenge and anger. I was like, yes, I want to do this. Anything that can make this guy suffer for what he did to me, I will do it. So then he gave me a calabash. He said I should speak the words I want this guy to suffer for into that calabash. Now, they tied the calabash, meaning they tied him. He can never impregnate a woman in his life to come. Good day, everyone. I am here to share a life story with you all. Thank you, m0ther, for giving me the opportunity to share this story on this wonderful platform. I was so happy when I got the opportunity to share this story. It's a life story about myself. I was born out of wedlock. My mother gave birth to me out of wedlock. Her husband impregnated her and then left her to cater for me alone. Due to this stuff that happened to my mother, she was so pained. She kept warning me to stay away from guys. Anytime she met me with any guy, she was always angry. And with this, when she told me the story of her life, I was so pained. I hated guys. I promised her I was going to focus on my education and make her proud. Then, when I got into school, my OND1, I made sure I kept to my promises. I stayed away from guys. I was so focused in my education. And then there came this guy that came into my life. He was just like, he wants us to date. He wants us to be in a relationship. Then I remember the promise I made to my mother. I said, I can't be in a relationship with you for now. This guy kept disturbing me, making promises that he will take care of me and he's not like other guys. I made a promise that if this guy would continue to beg me till OND2, that I was going to give him a chance. And then OND2, he continued begging. I felt he was a good person, but I never knew that this guy was a wolf in sheep's clothing. And then OND2, we started dating. We had beautiful memories. And I told him that we can only be in this relationship without making love with each other. We should just be in the relationship. Then when we get married, we start making love with each other. Then this guy made a promise that he would keep to it until we get married. But then he started disturbing me that he needs to do this. That he can't be in a relationship and not even make love with his own girlfriend. I was so disturbed. I was like, I already made a promise to my mother that I won't get myself pregnant until marriage. And then, when he begged, the begging became too much. Then I gave in. Because he made so many promises that we needed to start doing this so that when we get married, it won't be hard for me. And I believed him. Then we started making love. We made love so many times. It wanted to become like an habit. So when we made love, I was always so conscious of not getting pregnant. Then he said he was going to be using protection, and I believed. So several weeks of using protection, this guy complained and he said he wanted it raw, that he does not want protection anymore. I was so disturbed. I was like, what if I get pregnant? Then he said, well, I can be using pills after making love with him. I believed. I started taking pills. Anytime we had intimacy, I started taking pills. But then a day came, I got pregnant. I got pregnant for him. I was so shocked when I tested myself and it tested positive. I was so troubled. I was so disturbed. I didn't even know what to do. Then I called him. I told him about this. He said that he's not ready to be a father yet. I was so disturbed. I was like, so what am I going to do about this? That was when he told me to abort the child. When he told me that, I was so angry and I was so scared. I was like, I can't do this. I know of a friend who did an abortion, who underwent an abortion from a quack doctor beside my school. And she died in the process. After this happened to my friend, I was so scared about this abortion of a thing. So when he told me to do this abortion, I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I thought I was going to die. So I decided I was not going to do it. And he was like, I should do it. That if not, he can't cater for the child. I was just so angry. So as weeks was going on, times, and then he took me to the quack doctor. When he took me to that doctor, that was when I realized that it was this same doctor that did the abortion for my friend. That was when I also realized that this man was just using little drugs to cover up himself. This man was really doing evil things underground, helping girls get abortion. And this abortion, when he does it for girls, it is not always original. It's either they end up losing their womb or they end up dying. I was so furious. That was when I gave up on having an abortion. I was like, I was not going to do it. He forced me a lot. He started giving me attitude because I didn't want to take the abortion. He started giving me attitude. I was like, but you were the one that promised to stay with me. You were the one that promised to marry me. This guy, there was no promises that he didn't make. He made a lot of promises and I fell for it. Soon, a day came when my pregnancy my stomach was getting large. Then when I want to go and visit my mother, I would put on a very big gown so she wouldn't notice. There was a time she wanted to notice. She was asking me what was wrong with me. I had to cover up and say that it's because of school. That school has been stressing me a lot. I knew how I had to cover up. A time came, I didn't go to my mother's place anymore because I knew that if I had gone there, she would have found out that I was pregnant, and this would have broken her a lot. There in my school, I couldn't even go to classes. This made me to even go down in my education, in my results. My result was reducing. My GP was reducing. So then, I was taking care of myself, trying to make sure my baby is all right. So a day came, this guy came to me and told me that his father wants him to go and study his master's abroad because his father is a very rich man. I was like, you want to go for your master's abroad? What of I and my baby? And he was so angry. He said, he told me already that I should abort the child, that he does not know that he does not even care anymore, that he already told me to abort the child. I was like, I can't abort this child. This is our baby. That was when I told him about the case of my friend, that anybody that goes in to do abortion in that man's place, they don't come out alive. And I was like, do you prefer me to die because you don't want to keep this baby? And he was like, if I can't abort the child, then I should count him out of his life or out of my life. He said that he's going to leave me for good. I was so pained. I was not even thinking of aborting the child. But then when I remember what happens to my friend, what happened to her, I will be so down. I will be like, I can't do this. Before I know it, this guy started giving me attitude. He wouldn't even check up on me like he used to do. He wouldn't even call me. Sometimes if I asked him to give me money for some things, he wouldn't even give me any more. Then, all of a sudden, I heard that he traveled out already. I was so pained to the core that he left me with this baby and he didn't even call me. Anytime I tried calling his number, it was unreachable. Anytime I tried calling his number, it was unreachable. I was so sad and so down. Then a time came, I almost myself, because it was like, where would I start from? Because I can't even go home. My mom will be so disappointed in me, because this was how she gave birth to me. Why will I also do the same thing? Because I already made a promise to her that I was going to keep myself to marriage. So a time came, this guy started posting a particular new girl on his status, on his story on Facebook. I was like, this is just like 6 months he left me already, and he was already posting a new girl. I was so pained that so he left me after all the promises he made. He left me for another person. I was so down. I was so pained. I was so angry that he left me for another woman, because this guy was the first person that I would be making love with. I was so angry. I was so angry because I made him. He was the only one that has seen my nakedness. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. I most times I do cry. I was just so down. I was thinking of my life. Then I went to my kitchen. I took a knife. I wanted to kill myself. That was when a friend of mine from school came in. She held my hands. She was like, why do you want to kill yourself? I said I was just so tired. If it wasn't for that girl that day, I would have ended my life, all because of this guy. So 6 months, 9 months, I gave birth. Now, giving birth wasn't easy, because this was my first time. I wasn't even ready for this. It was one woman in my compound and my neighbors that helped me, took me to a midwife. The midwife she showed me mercy, because she knew I didn't even have any income. She just said I should go. She didn't collect any money from me. It was people in my compound that borrowed me money to buy some baby things. A woman in my compound even borrowed me baby baths and baby shawls. I was so depressed. So a day came, I was just walking on the streets. This particular guy I'm telling you about, he still used to enjoy his life. He posts on Facebook. He does not even care. Anytime I try messaging him, he will just block my number. He blocked my number. I couldn't even reach him. Even his friends. So a day came, I was walking on the road. Anytime I was always so sober. I don't even go to class anymore. The money I do collect from my parents, from my mother, then I just use it in getting things for myself and my baby. Then this woman met me, and she was like, my daughter, because she knows me well. I do greet her very well. She was like, why am I looking like this? That how come? I already have a baby. I said yes. She was like, that was when she took me into her house, because she knew it wasn't a matter we would stay outside and discuss. She was like, what happened? Why am I like this? I said that. And she asked me for the father of the child. I said the father of the child was, because she knew the guy I was dating then, because we were always walking around, we were always going around. And then I told her that the guy already left me and the baby to suffer. She was so pained. She was like, what of your mother? I was like, I can't tell my mom about this. So I was so bittered. I can't tell my mom about this. And she was like, this guy is very wicked. Then I didn't even know when I started crying. I cried so much in her hands. She petted me, because this is the first time I'm giving love a try, and this kind of thing happened to me. I was so pained. Then she told me that she wants that guy to pay for what he did. And I was like, Ma, how are you going to do this? And she said, don't I want him to pay? I was so angry, because I was so furious. This guy was living his life with another girl, posting the girl. I was like, yes, I want him to pay for what he did. I want him to pay for what he did. Someone that wants his own child, he does not even care about my life. Because if he doesn't pay, he's going to do it to another person. Out of anger that I had this anger and revenge. I just wanted to deal with this guy because I was angry. Then I accepted it. I was like, yes, I want to deal with him. My eyes was just covered with anger. I was not even thinking straight. I was just so angry. I accepted to what the mama said. And she said, okay, that she's going to take me to one Baba's place. I was even shocked that Baba. I was even thinking she was going to arrest him or stuff like that. I never knew she said she was going to take me to a Baba's place. And I said, okay, because I didn't even want to care anymore. All I needed was just a revenge. Then when she took me to this place, when I got there, I didn't even, this place was an herbalist place. When she took me there, I was so shocked. But then, I didn't care. Because I knew that I needed revenge. All I was covered with was revenge. Then when I got there, so then this man asked me that, do I really want to do this? I was like, yes. I was so covered with revenge and anger. I was like, yes, I want to do this. Anything that can make this guy suffer for what he did to me, I will do it. So then he gave me a calabash. He said I should speak the words I want this guy to suffer for into that calabash. I was scared at first, but I didn't care. I took it. Then I spoke some words into him. Now, they tied the calabash, meaning they tied in that he can never impregnate a woman in his life to come. He can never impregnate a woman till he dies. When I knew that this was what they did to him, but I didn't feel for him because I was angry for what he did to me. After I and the mama, we left the place. Mama discussed some things with him, then we left the place. So that was how I started taking care of myself, doing some side hustle. I really suffered because sometimes I will even go and sell pure water. Anytime I want to go and visit my mother, I will keep my child in my neighbor's place and then go and come back because she must not find out that I am pregnant and I even have a child. After what happened, my mother later got to know about my child. When she knew, she was so angry. She cried a lot because it was as if the same thing that happened to her was repeating itself. I started begging her. She said that when she saw the baby, she was so bittered. Even my result was not even given. My result was very bad because of what I passed through. So, my mother collected the child. Then I now traveled into another state. I decided to move from my mommy's society to another place entirely. So I can just hustle out for myself and take care of my child. Then after 9 years of suffering, I suffered a lot. After 9 years of suffering, this guy started calling me with another number. I was like, who is this person calling? No? And I got to know that it was this guy after so many years. I was so shocked. I haven't forgotten about what I did, what I went to do in Baba's place. When he was calling me, I was like, why is this guy calling me? That was when he started telling me about how his life went down. Everything was not even working, that he was not even looking responsible. The guy that I knew is always looking nice because his father is a rich man. When I saw this guy, I could not even recognize him. He was looking so tattered. And he told me that his life has been so horrible after what he did to me. I was like, he was not begging me. He said he has gone to many prayer houses, that some of them will just collect his money. They will not tell him what is wrong with him. So there was a time he was telling me all this, that he went to a church and they revealed to him that he did something to a woman, that until he go and beg the woman and the woman redo what she did to him, that is when his life can be better. If you see this guy, he was just looking so bad. They said they told him to go and meet that person that he did something to and go and beg her. He was not like, what have I done to him? What did I do to him? Like, I myself already forgotten. I was like, I didn't do anything. It was later I now remembered what that mama took me to go and do. Then I felt for this guy. I really felt for him because he was looking like something else. He was not even looking responsible anymore. He was just crying, begging me that his life is upside down. That nothing that he lays his hands upon that prospers. Everything about him is just somehow. That was when I decided to go in search for this mama because I felt for him. I felt pain. I was like, this thing that I have done. I was only covered by anger. I was just blinded by anger. I just needed to revenge because what he did to me was so painful. I was so hurt. I went in search for this mama that helped me in doing this that I did, the thing I did. This is 9 years back because it has been long. Then when I went back to the area I was staying then in school, I went to search for her. That was when I found out that mama is dead. She passed away 5 years ago. I was so pained. The children already took her corpse away. They are not even longer staying in that area. I can't even locate the children. I was pained. I didn't even know what to do. I didn't know what to do at all. Because I can't even locate the place we went to do that sacrifice. The place we went to, that Baba's place, I can't even locate the place. Because where the woman took me to was inside the deep forest, inside one village. I can't even locate that place anymore. I don't even know the name of the place. So that was when the guy kept begging me. That was when I now opened up to him. I was like, I don't even know where this place is anymore. This was what I did to you. This was what I did to you. And he already made many promises that he needed me back. That he was going to take full responsibility of his child. I felt so much for him. But the deed is done already. I don't even know how to untie this guy because I don't even know where this mama took me to. The place. So I am here today. If you please know anywhere I can untie this guy, how I'm going to do it because I don't even know. I'm so troubled right now because I keep thinking I don't even know how to do this. I'm so confused right now because this guy we are speaking of is no longer himself. He's so tattered and so useless right now. I don't even know what to do anymore. So I'm here for you guys to advise me and please help me out. How can I lose this guy? How can I change his life back? Because everything I did was out of anger. I was so angry about what he did because he promised me. Because that was the first time I did that. And he was the only one I gave all my body to. When he did this to me, I was so pained. I was so filled with anger. Nobody will be in my shoes and not take this step I took. Because he left me to. When I told him that this doctor kills people with these fake things he's doing, he said that one does not concern him. That I should just go and do it and take out the baby in my stomach. I was so pained until I knew that he left me and went outside the country. So right now, I'm so sorry for what I did. I'm so sorry for what I did. Because everything I did was in anger. Everything I did. I was so covered with anger. Because nobody will be in that situation and not take this step I took. I was so pained. So anyone who has any strong man of God that can release him, because right now his life is something else, and I don't even know what to do at this point in time. Please, I need help from you people. Anyone that has anywhere they can take him to, or that can take me to, so I can just deliver this guy and lose everything I did. I'll be so happy for that. Thank you, m0ther, for this opportunity to share my life story and share what is burdening my heart. I'm so grateful for this great opportunity. I'll follow this video up and check the comment sections to know and see the solutions to what I can do. Thank you very much.